Hello, how are you doing? So today I will be doing this long, complete Python tutorial, and I will make it really simple. I've created somehow like a blog that can be accessible in my website. You can access it in here, and you can access the source code in here and the channel here. Um, so this whole tutorial will be really a complete tutorial on Python. Normally, if you go under this tutorial or course, uh, you will be really like knowing everything about this language. So it really relies on trustful sources like the Python documentation, like the pip8. I will include also the guide size of writing some proper code in Python, which is really important, and also like a bonus of some Google style guides as well. The installation, I would recommend you to install Anaconda. That's what I use for my Python and to manage my Python distributions. It's really quite straightforward to install it. Also to install Jupyter. Normally, when you install Anaconda, sometimes it comes also with Jupyter if you choose that. So here you can see that it's also for with Conda. It can be installing. You can install it with Conda or with pip. Conda, it's just also with Anaconda. But Conda, Python, Anaconda, don't really think too much about it. Once you get those softwares installed with this quite straightforward command lines, you have it. You have this Jupyter notebook. And next, if you don't want to have the Jupyter notebook, which makes it really easy to learn, or you can also like use this tool, which is Collab Google Jupyter notebook, and it's like Google Colab. Yeah, it's you can have also notebooks that are online. This doesn't require actually to from you to this is some code from someone. So this actually doesn't require you to install anything on your laptop. Um, Next can be also to use the Python interpreter, normal Python interpreter, and you can just install it quite straightforward if you want. Mm, yeah, here if you want to get started and to use this Jupyter online Jupyter, you can just do it here or maybe add it here. Jupyter notebook from Google, and with the tutorial, like you can have just the normal one, I guess, from here, and you don't need to go to like I will just add them for you with tutorial with getting started. And here normally you have just blah blah blah. Yeah, you have it here. Like you can do whatever I do, like add code and say print hello world. So it will be running, and I will just add this one for you. Maybe it's even better without getting started. You don't really need it. You just follow what I mostly do. You can get it online. Yeah, and here you have hello world. So it executes or print 2 plus 4, and you have it. So it's 6. Normally, this tutorial is intended to really be digging into all the functionalities of Python really with the set of arts without really living. I will try to really cover almost everything. That's something that people really I have seen in YouTube. They really don't do, and it's not quite easy to do it since it's really like Python. It's like a very complicated somehow sometimes language if you really dig into it. Like there would be parts maybe you would like to skip or not to skip, or you would like to follow it from the first till the end, since I've had some feedbacks that people really wanted to see like to help them a bit with this coding. So I will be really going through a lot of things in Python. So you will have the table of contents anyway available. You can go through it, and those are like main functionalities of Python. Classes brief. So we also will be showing some the standard library. What does it also have? Like we go from lists and everything till the also the classes, the object oriented object specialities of Python and Python 3. So we will be working mostly with Python 3 or Python 3.9, since it has support till October 2025. So mostly it would be really working. We'll do also like continue on the libraries, and that libraries this can be really helpful. I use most of those libraries on a lot of projects. And virtual environments as well can be really useful. Also, we go into the pip. It's the pip8. It's like the style guide for Python code. We'll go mostly through the table of content of, let's say, the real documentation. We'll go also like a bonus with Google Python style guides, and I will try to assist you really understand all those points. If somehow like the documentations are not always quite straightforward, I will try to make them somehow not that complicated and a little bit easier to grasp. Next, I will go through some Python libraries that are mostly used and mostly useful. Some Python integrations with other technologies. That's what I was using in other videos. Um, for example, with this Elasticsearch and MongoDB. Go with Python web technologies also that are really useful. Some Python machine learning that can be really useful as well. Python automation and Python coding challenges, and that would be really nice. Can also like add some maybe Python modules. Like yeah, it would be really interesting for you to get to see some Python modules or something. I will add it maybe here before the coding challenges. And with the coding challenges, we will really try to really apply all our knowledge. Like we could have done it like after those ones, but I want to let it for later. So because it's the somehow you can find them first. They are quite you can find them everywhere, and for me the priority is for me is really to understand the concepts, the core concepts of Python, the core concepts of the libraries and Python modules. And like coding challenges for me, there would be something like to practice a bit the understanding of Python, to practice some other theoretical knowledge, maybe some mathematical knowledge as well, and let's say also to help you go through the hiring process, to go through if you want to go into a big company or a big tech company, or you want to really work an interview or something, that can be something that useful for it. So for me, I will mostly focus on teaching the concepts, and later on on this one, because for me it's like just a straightforward implication. If you're really good with the basics and with the core principles of programming, this one would be really easy. So this is basically it. This is the basic outline of the tutorial course or whatever you want to name it. So I just invite you to take a seat. I would love you to really subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I want you really to get to help this channel to get at least 20k 20,000 subscribers. It will be really, really nice. So that's mostly it. So thank you, and see you on the next videos.